And shock was over.
Yeah.
Because reality was more shocking than anything that Matt Manson or I could do. You know, so now shock is it's a vehicle, and we use it once in a while, but really you can't shock the audience. You know, they're shock-proof.
Congratulations on being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame earlier this year. With many of your contemporaries still not in there,
Yeah.
how do you feel about the entrance criteria?
It's the funniest thing because nobody knows how it works. To this day, I do not know how people are nominated for the Hall of Fame. Because people got in front of me that I influenced. I got in before the people that should be in before me. And it doesn't seem to make sense in a lot of ways. But, you know, none of us know how it works. All we know is now I get a ballot now, and I will get a ballot, and I will vote on, you know, there'll be all these nominees. And I'll be voting on, this will be my first year of voting. And, you know, I mean, I'll be looking for the Moody Blues, Deep Purple, Donovan, Joe Cocker. You know, I'm thinking of the people that have been around for 45, 50 years that are still out there doing it. You know, to me, they deserve to be in. Burt Bacharach, the most famous songwriter in the world, is not in the Hall of Fame. And I'm trying to figure out how that's possible. You know, this year I think the nominees are Joan Jett, I think the Small Faces, which is a good one, Guns N' Roses. It's a lock. Seems like a lock. You know. But again, that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to get in.
Oh, Kiss was nominated last year and
Kiss was nominated and didn't get in. This last year was the first time we were nominated in 14 years, and we got in. So that was, I mean, that was great for us. But I think that opens the door for bands like Kiss. Us getting in opens the doors for Iron Maiden and bands like that. I think because now there's at least we proved that the outsiders can get in. Tom Waits got in. Dr. John, you know, I mean, these were all the underground bands, way underground. So I think now there's a lot more hope for bands like that.
I did a few snap polls on Facebook this week amongst our readers asking which Alice Cooper album was their favourite.
Yeah.
And the results were really surprising. They were really across the board. So I just want to get...
I'm interested in that.
Yeah, well, the 6 or 7 that came through, Welcome to My Nightmare, Trash, Love It to Death, Constrictor, The Eyes of Alice Cooper, and then Killer, $1 Billion Babies, and the new album.
Huh.
So really right across
The
decades.
School's Out wasn't even in there.
I know, just bubbling underneath that.
Yeah, isn't that something?
Yeah.
Well, the real Alice fans liked the albums that I call the blackout period albums, where I don't remember writing, recording, or even touring with Special Forces, Zipper Catches Skin.
Yeah, we had a few people voting.
Dada. You know, those were the albums that were, I know I wrote them, I know I recorded them, and I kind of remember touring a little bit. But, in all honesty, I listen to them now and I go, oh, there's some great stuff on it. I almost want to go back, find like 15 songs off those albums and re-record them and treat them the way they should be treated. Because I don't think that I gave them enough time in the studio.
Well, even the most, no disrespect, but average albums or less critically popular
Oh yeah,
albums,
no, everybody has a roller coaster.
A couple of great songs on every album.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the albums with Bob Ezrin were always complete albums. They were albums that every single song was a song. Because that's just the way he worked. When I got with other producers, sometimes other producers were very soft with me. They would go, oh yeah, but you know, they were yes men. Yeah, and I don't need yes men. I needed people that were going to come in and go, no, that doesn't work. You know, because I am definitely not always right. David Foster was great from the inside. You know, Roy Thomas Baker was very tough in the studio. But there were other producers that just kind of went, sure.
So one final question. What for you is the meaning of life?
Meaning of life, as a Christian, meaning of life is to praise God. That's the meaning of life as a Christian. You know, I think that it's certainly not your career. You know, if people consider their career to be their life, that's sad. Because that's just something you do. You know, I mean, writing music and creating music is a wonderful thing to me, but, you know, being a dad, a really good dad and a really good husband, is more important than that to me. And I spent a lot of time with my kids, been married 35 years, never cheated on my wife. My kids have never been in trouble for anything. They're all funny as hell. I mean, any one of them could be a comedy writer, you know. And so, yeah, I think I've been very successful in that. So to me, I'm just as successful as that as I am in my career.
Awesome. Well, it's been fantastic talking to you. Wish you best of luck with the rest of the tour.
Yeah.
And on behalf of the Perth bands and fans, we'd just like to say thank you for coming out here, even though the Superwave tour was cancelled.
Yeah, well, I don't even know why that was cancelled.
It's a murky little story.
I would say it has something to do with. Never mind. I know too much inside stuff.
Yeah, we've heard some.
Look, dinner.